Good morning, everybody. It's Becky Longacre with Health Transformers, and I'm going to take some time before I hop on a networking call to talk to my fellow nurses. So this video is specifically geared towards nurses that are done with the burnout and they want something different in their life. They're ready for a change. They are ready to start a business, or maybe they've started a business and they want to move forward. They want to actually pay their bills with their business. So this video is to offer you some encouragement. I see you. I know what you're going through. I am a nurse gone health coach, gone business mentor for other entrepreneur health and wellness people. And so I just want to give you some encouragement this morning. So I put a post on Facebook that was just really asking nurses to think about their skill set in terms of what they have to bring to the table and how we really have a lot of transferable skills that we learn in nursing that we can apply towards opening and running a business. And I'm trying to get you guys to get the confidence in yourself so that you can take steps towards that end. My personal story is I've been a nurse for almost 20 years now. And I burnt out, as many bedside nurses, I burnt out. Nursing has changed a lot over the years, and healthcare has changed a lot over the years. And it's no longer about taking care of people. That's not the point of healthcare. And if you believe that, you're the one that gets burnt out. If you go to work with the expectation that we're actually trying to make people's lives better in healthcare, that's where the burnout comes from. Because I went into nursing because I wanted to help people. I wanted to see them get better, or I wanted to help them die peacefully, one or the other. And in healthcare, it's all about the billable hours. It's all about the insurance companies. It's all about the pharmaceutical companies. It's not about patient care anymore. It's very much a business. And nurses get a lot of the flack. We're the end user of the healthcare system. Or we're the end supplier of the healthcare system. And so all of the bullshit that's happening up top trickles down to the nursing experience. I was talking to a nurse the other day, and she was told by one of her managers that she had 7 to 10 minutes to spend with each patient. That's it. And that is not an effective way of being a healer in our healthcare system. So that's one example of the bullshit that nurses have to experience. The other is, nurses are not, unless you work in California, you're not encouraged to take care of yourself. California is a union state. I work in Maine. I come from Maine, and I can tell you that self-care, the culture of nursing is often like you serve to the detriment of your own physical health, your own mental well-being, in the spirit of serving others. So I myself, I gained weight. I had different chronic illnesses that popped up directly related to the stress in nursing. And so I changed different jobs. I went from different jobs trying to find a better job. And over the course of doing this for a long time, I realized that it was the common denominator of the healthcare system I was not happy in the way that we were doing business. And so I had this spiritual experience where I allowed myself to open and operate my own business. And when I gave myself permission, I had this spiritual experience where my soul left my body, looked down at me as if to say, "You have finally figured it out." It was very profound. And because I practice meditation, because I am a spiritual person, I went with it. I gave myself permission to go with it. And I've never looked back. I'm very happy with my decision to start my own business. So in my case, my business started out as health coaching. And then over the course of helping people with their health, I evolved into personal development coaching, because what holds people back in their physical health is often personal development limitations. And then I started to observe that my clients were improving in their professional lives and improving, like getting more revenue, increasing their revenue. And so I took that next step and started offering business coaching to my clients as well. So specifically to health and wellness entrepreneurs like nurses. So I want you to think about your skill set that you have to bring to the table. I want you to think about what it takes to be an effective nurse. Communication skills, the ability to adapt, the ability to learn, be quick on your feet, the ability to effectively manage time, set priorities, change on a whim, change on a dime, the ability to do like 5 different people's jobs, because that's the reality of nursing. And when we get promoted in nursing, we get a few more dollars per hour, maybe, and we absorb like 3 to 5 people's jobs. That's the reality of going up the ladder in nursing. I want you to think about your skill set, okay? Compassion, technical skills. I want you to think about that. And I want you to consider the possibility that you can start a business. Or if you've launched a business, if you're toying with the idea, I want you to take yourself seriously and move forward. So I'm putting a video series together. It's called Empathic Nursepreneur Bootcamp. It's a total of 7 videos. It will be a total of 7 videos. The first video has to do with giving yourself permission to get started, because that is required. You need to give yourself full permission to move forward, 100% all in. You need to be all in. The second video has to do with giving yourself time. So giving yourself time to learn the skills of running a business, because we do have to learn marketing. We do have to learn sales. We do have to learn finances in terms of running a business. And so give yourself time to learn the skills, and then also put your business into your schedule, because if you don't make it a priority by putting it into your schedule, it will just fall away. There are many nurses that I know that did not take themselves seriously, did not put a measured effort into their business, and so their business didn't take off. For me, I was willing to do whatever it took for my business to take off. I was willing to do whatever it took. I got coaching. I learned. I was willing to get out there, get visible. I was willing to do whatever it took. So those are the first 2 videos. And subscribe to the YouTube channel so that you can get access to those videos. It's called Empathic Nursepreneur Bootcamp. It's specifically for empathic nurses, because we have a superpower skill set that other people don't have. So give yourself permission, give yourself time. The next video that I'm going to be doing in the series is moving through money blocks, because you have to do that in order to launch and run an effective business. You have to move past things like imposter syndrome and self-sabotage. And those sorts of things are the things that are going to hold you back. And it will be reflected in your ability to pay yourself as an entrepreneur, or to ask for money, or to speak to your value to your potential clients. So that's going to be the next video in the series. I'm going to be recording that a little bit later today. So I want you to think about your skill set, and I want you to think about the skill set that it requires to launch and start a business. The skill set that is required to launch and start a business, you have a lot of those skills as a nurse. You have a lot of those skills already. And so I do help other health and wellness entrepreneurs with making the transition from employeeship to entrepreneurship. I'd be happy to talk to you about that. So I have a link to my website where you can download a business startup checklist. You can request to get access to that business startup checklist. You can also learn more by going to my website about how I help health and wellness entrepreneurs take steps towards becoming an empowered person by launching their own business. In the description, you can also connect with me on Facebook, subscribe to the channel. I'd love to see you in the next video. Take care.